Thanks for joining us for part 2 of the Petersens' deep dive into DeLorean. To create the shape of his new sports car, John hired Italian designer Giorgetto Giugiaro, who had designed sports cars for Maserati and Alfa Romeo that had been widely acclaimed for their attractive appearance. Giugiaro based the DeLorean on a 1970 concept car he had originally designed for Porsche, called Tapiro, which was wedge-shaped, with a stainless steel body and distinctive gull-wing doors. Chief engineer from Pontiac, William Collins, was brought on to create the first prototype of the DeLorean DSV-1, short for DeLorean Safety Vehicle 1. It was completed in October of 1976. Unfortunately, the entire car needed almost complete re-engineering. This task was undertaken by Colin Chapman, the founder of Lotus Cars. The original mid-mounted Wankel rotary engine was replaced by a rear-mounted fuel-injected V6 by Peugeot Renault Volvo, a move that affected handling and would become one of the most criticized aspects of the final production model.
Oh my God!
The fiberglass chassis, made with newly patented manufacturing technology, was scrapped for a steel backbone chassis used by Lotus. The modified model was first dubbed the DSV-12 and then the DMC-12, with 12 referencing its $12,000 targeted price point. DeLorean Motor Company received significant grants from the British government to build their factory in Dunmurry, Northern Ireland. Construction on the factory began in late 1978. Production of the cars was intended to begin in 1979, but with engineering difficulties and cost overruns, it was delayed until late 1980. Despite John's intention to sell the car for $12,000, the actual sticker price at launch in January of 1981 was around $25,000. Critics weren't fans of the new DeLorean and were particularly disappointed with its lack of power. The engine produced only 130 horsepower and took over 10 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour. This was 3 seconds longer than competing Porsche and Corvettes. Consumer interest in the exotic-looking but underwhelming DeLorean quickly dwindled. By 1982, the company was more than $1 million in debt, and less than half of the roughly 7,000 cars produced to date remained unsold. But things were to get even worse for John DeLorean when, in October of 1982, he was arrested on charges of trafficking cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He was recorded by undercover FBI agents agreeing to bankroll a cocaine smuggling operation, theoretically in order to help his financially strapped company. John defended himself at trial by citing police entrapment and was found not guilty in April of 1983. But by then, DMC had collapsed into bankruptcy and John's reputation was irrevocably tarnished. In the years before his death in 2005, John allegedly planned to resurrect his car company, and he gave interviews describing a new vehicle he called the DMC-2.
This is a mid-engine sports car.
According to his family, he spent a lot of time working on this new venture, but it never came to fruition. Production information was lost upon the shutdown of the DMC factory in Ireland, but it is believed that about 9,000 DeLoreans were produced. The car got new life when, in 1984, with the movie Back to the Future in production, Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale chose the DeLorean to serve as Doc Brown's plutonium-powered time machine. 3 DeLoreans were built for forming, and the lead car is currently featured in the Petersen Museum's Hollywood Dream Machine exhibition. While a major selling point of the DeLorean was its low-maintenance stainless steel finish, 3 24-karat gold-plated editions were created for an American Express promotion in 1980. The credit card company came up with the idea to offer a limited 100-car run of the gold-plated cars in their Christmas catalog for a staggering $85,000. In the end, only 2 were purchased, and a third was constructed from spare parts. One of the cars was purchased by the president of a Texas bank, Roger B. Mize, and was displayed in the bank's lobby until 2003 when it was donated to the Petersen Museum. The car has only 9 miles on the odometer and, with so much at stake if it sustains even the most minimal body damage, has never been started since being donated to the museum. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Be sure to like, comment, and hit subscribe for more videos like this one. See you next time.